I'm with Wyre. I'm with Wyre Under 13s Netball Club after round 3 of the ENG Under 13s Youth Netball Premier League Northern Conference. Two big games for you today. First game against Oaksway. It necessarily wasn't a must-win, but winning that game would put you in a really good position going into the next 3 games in regards to qualifying for the grand finals on April the 30th. You come up short. Give us some feedback on potentially why you, in parts of the game you did well, and especially the fourth quarter you come out massive winners, but it was too late. So why the wait to perform so well in the fourth quarter? What happened in the first, second and third?
Our passings were
yeah, our ball placement wasn't good.
What do you mean by that, Marble?
Like, we weren't patient enough with the ball, we just throw it straight away where we should have waited for us to move. Yeah.
I noticed a lot of long balls were getting intercepted.
Yeah, we had to stop that. We had to either look for a lateral pass or cut in front of your player.
So why were you forced to constantly throw the ball high? Because at one point they were just predicting it every single time.
Yeah. I think it's just because our playing thought it should be holding the player, but obviously the player was taller.
Then obviously did you identify that, and what did you do then what was the alternative to throwing it always long?
like cutting front.
Yeah. And before that the players weren't was it the movement of your players forcing you to that, or was that good defending from Oaksway?
Yeah, good defending.
Yeah. Oaksway, they said they beat you by 10. They beat you by 12. Did you what effect did that have on the game going into it? Did that motivate you to try and stop that panning out? Or did you feel a bit more under pressure because they'd kind of backed themselves to do so well?
Yeah, we were very...
Did you see what they said there? Did you see that in the interview during the week? So they predicted they'd win by 10 during the week. So I was just... But you didn't see it, did you? Well, there you go. So it's a dead question, isn't it? But you did... In the fourth quarter, you come out flying. You kind of played the way you probably should have played throughout the game. Was it Oaksway thinking, we've won it, let's chill, and give them a false sense of victory in terms of the fourth quarter? Or did you change something and adapt something to try and, which helped with the success in that quarter?
We just wanted to get
I think we just put our head in it rather than just try.
I noticed loose balls, they would always win them.
Yeah, they were strong.
Why would they always be more kind of enthusiastic to try and win the second balls? I mean, every time there was a fit, the ball had gone loose, they seemed to have more enthusiasm and more will to try and grab the ball, and they seem to win 95% of the loose balls. What can you do within your gameplay to try and get your players to kind of be more hungry and to anticipate those things more? Bad question, wasn't it? I threw you there, didn't I, Molly? Overall, performance-wise against Oaksway, how do you think you did?
I think we could have done better. We did a lot of mistakes and ball placement and just silly mistakes and errors, but we did think that we would have got beat by a lot more. So I think we did well to keep it at 12.
Oh, if you go and see the score in the fourth quarter, it's amazing. It's like, why couldn't you do that the first, second and third quarter? So yeah, is it a mentality thing that's kind of holding you back in terms of, do you know what I mean? Because you remind me of a team in the south called Magic. Technically, really good players. You move the ball, on your day, you can, in my mind, you can compete with anyone. But mentally, do you feel you kind of sometimes fail to rise to the challenge?
Yeah. But we did do better as the match went on.
I don't think you did, and it's just trying to replicate that fourth quarter into the third, second and first one. So, but moving on, Chester beat, you probably expected to win that game, but was the focus trying to win by a lot to try and get your goal difference up?
Yeah, it was goal difference.
Okay, so 6 games, 3 wins, 3 defeats. Your next 3 games, you have Kingsway Power, you have Chester, and you have Macclesfield. Now, if you want to be, you still got a chance, but you're going to have to win at least 2 of those games, at least. 1 win ain't going to be enough. 2 wins potentially could get you there, depending on what happens in this next game. Ideally, you need a Saddleworth win for this one. So, those 3 games, realistically, do you believe you can get at least 2 wins out of them?
Yeah, you can beat Macclesfield because they only lost by 1 in the final. We were like tired, so
Kingsway. They're a good team, but if we really focus and all work together, there's no solution.
Potentially, it could go down to the last game of the season where it's between you or Chester to get into the grand finals, because that's your last game of the season. They just beat Oaksway 2018 on their previous game. So, if it did come down to that, is that kind of beating Chester? Is that kind of out of your depth, or do you feel you can put in a performance that could beat Chester?
I feel we could beat them. I feel like.
Cool. Right. So, percentage-wise, how confident are you can qualify for the grand finals? Is it slowly slipping away, or do you feel you can still get into it?
Yeah, we can still do it.
Yeah? You say no.
Yeah, we can. You're just negative.
This is what I'm talking about. Mentality. Come on. Right. Well done. We'll see you again when you play Macclesfield and Kingsway Power. So an easy day at the office next round. Yeah. And hopefully get the wins you need to get to grand finals. Well done.
Thank you.